Well, we've had the Golf R in Canada before, but this is the 7th generation Volkswagen Golf R arriving in dealerships for the fall of 2015. In order to exercise this car, Volkswagen has brought us to Cadillac, just outside of Ottawa, to take the Golf R on the track.
What I like in a car is a reaction, and it's got that, and if it rolls, it all rolls together, and it follows. The front end is attached to the back end of the car, and this is really important, and this is one of the hardest thing for the manufacturers to get. And with these cars, what's interesting is if you're in mid-corner and you lift, it reacts instantly and it rotates. And some of the cars, if you lift, it just pushes more and keeps you off track, you know, so that's what I like. I cannot imagine in the winter. I'd like to try one, actually.
So this is our first time out on the track here at Cadillac. We'll just go through the stats of the latest Golf R. This car has a 2-liter turbocharged direct injection engine. It's a higher performance version of the regular GTI, which is a wonderful car as well. But this car offers a whole lot more. So you get 292 horsepower and 280 foot-pounds of torque, and you get all-wheel drive as standard equipment. So that's a whole lot more. And if you calculate that GTI with the performance package and the top trim and the dynamic chassis control that car is available with, it's so close to the Golf R that the Golf R really makes more financial sense. And we're getting a chance to exercise it. Now, the reason I can talk so clearly is because we're just doing kind of a reconnaissance lap here, getting to learn a very technical track. I've been here twice before for other car launches, and Cadillac is a lot of fun, but it is a track that you really need to kind of learn in order to get the best out of the car. So the car has dynamic chassis control, as I mentioned. That is available as an option on the GTI, but comes standard with this car. So what the dynamic chassis control does is it lets you change the parameters of things like the suspension, the shift pattern for the double clutch transmission, the weight of the steering, and it gives it from a comfort setting to normal all the way up, and I've got it in race mode right here for the track. That's the basics on the car. Then we get to go out and have some fun and see what's going to happen. One thing I should tell you about today's event, Patrick Carpentier is the lead driver on this track. So we don't have open track. We get to do what's called a lead follow, or follow the leader. He's out front setting the pace each lap, picking up a little bit of pace, but it's great to have a guy like that, so well known in Canadian and international racing, as our instructor for the day. So a lot of fun. It's just cool hanging out and getting to talk to the guy. All right, after our first session here, one thing I'm noticing is even though the car is in the race mode and it's stiffest suspension, it's really quite compliant. It gets quite a bit of body roll. Now, that's not a bad thing, because anybody that knows GTIs from back in the day, you would get this three-legged race stance, which the inside wheel would come up and you'd go around on three wheels. And Patrick Carpentier was in front of me just now, and he got hot into one corner and that inside wheel came up. All of the electronics took over, grabbed that inside wheel. I don't have it, unfortunately, because the camera's facing me and not the front, but it grabbed that inside wheel, corrected him, and brought the car back in. Now, yes, that's good for driving on the road. A racer like him probably would like to have all of the traction and stability control off, but it does work. That stuff works. And I've come to the conclusion that this car is compliant. It's not really that stiff, even on the racetrack. It's a very comfortable, smooth, and safe feeling car. You've got this beautiful, smooth architecture underneath you with MQB, the latest Volkswagen Golf platform. You know what? It's not an aggressive car on the track. It feels very muted almost, but that's not bad, because 99.9% of all people that buy this car are going to be driving it to work and having a little fun on a Sunday morning, and that's what this is meant to be. It's a hell of a lot of car for the money. At starting at just under $40,000, it's a lot of car.
They built the car so well balanced. The power, the weight to power ratio, the braking, the balance of the car is always amazing, you know. And funny enough, you take a car on a racetrack and it always shows the bad side of the car, because it's such a high speed and you push the car so much, but they've done a great job with it.
Thanks for watching, and be sure to subscribe. If you'd like to watch a review of the Audi S3, click the picture on the left.